October is going to be a huge month for Kickstarter. Tons of great games. I know there are at least 2 to 3 games personally that I will be backing. And as always, make sure to check the description box down below because dates for these games can change all the time and I'll update the dates there. Now, let's get right into the video. Harrow Country, coming to Kickstarter October 4th. This is a 1 vs 1 asymmetrical combat game where players can play as one of the protectors trying to rescue the townfolk, or as one of the family trying to destroy Harrow Country. This one is based off a series of comic books. That is what Off the Page does. They turn comic books into games, and this is actually the second game that they're bringing to Kickstarter right after My Management, which has a ton of good reviews, so naturally this one has a lot of good buzz behind it as well. It also has a cool dice tower in the box, and I find that extremely neat. Dragons vs. Orcs, a 2-player card game that has speed and dexterity. The players compete in order to capture the most villagers. Outrun the Bear, coming to Kickstarter October 4th. Race for your lives from a giant hungry bear. In this game, you'll start at a campsite and use actions, reactions, and equipment cards to make it all the way through the parking lot and to safety in your car. On the way, you can either help or sabotage your friends. Choose your cards that you play carefully because at the end of each round, the bear will run after the player based off what cards they played. Definitely a cool and interesting looking game. If you think you can outrun the bear, check this game out. War Sinking, coming to Kickstarter October 4th. The ship is damaged and is taking on water fast. You and the rest of the crew must work together to repair the ship and defeat one of the threats. There are 2 ways to win at this game. You have either the most treasure points at the end of the game by defeating the threat, or if the ship sinks, you must have the fewest cards in your hand. So if the ship does sink, you're light enough to swim away. I absolutely love pirate games and I got a chance to demo this one and I must say it has a lot of things that I like. I love the secret action selection that is in this game. You're always trying to see if you can trust the other players because you don't know if they're going to do the action that they said they're going to do. Trust me when I say the social element to this game where you can bluff your friends really makes up the heart of the game. Do you tell everyone that you're going to repair the ship like you're supposed to do? Or maybe if you have enough treasure, you want to take out the Kraken before he takes out the ship. All of it mixed together makes for a good pirate game. Also on October 4th, we have Ravels, Magic Socks expansion by XYZ Games. The first expansion to Ravels. It will add 2 new character types. It will also unlock new game unique abilities, plus new special requests, project types, and so much more. There will also be an official solo mode to the game. Torrents of the Spellhoarder, coming to Kickstarter October 10th. A high-level sandbox D&D game with a campaign setting, colorful maps, and beautiful illustrations. Check it out if you like D&D games. In Dreams, coming to GameFound October 10th. A solo storytelling game with beautiful imagery to immerse you in a dream world you won't have imagined otherwise. In the Heart of Darkness, a dynamic strategy and immersive survival horror experience filled with nightmares, and there is a slim chance you'll make it out alive. Now, for this next game, I'm super excited for it to hit Kickstarter because there's a new expansion for it, and it's one of my favorite games, and it's probably going to be hitting my top 10. And that is Wonderland War, the reprint, and Wonderland War Shards of Madness, the expansion, coming to Kickstarter October 11th. Now, not too much is really known about the expansion just yet, but I do believe it's going to bring some more balance to the game. If you haven't played Wonderland's War yet, some of the characters in the game are a little bit off balance. The Mad Hatter seems like he's overpowered sometimes, and the Jabberwocky just kind of sucks. But regardless, it's a fantastic game to play, it's super fun, I really enjoy it, and I can't wait for this Kickstarter. And if you do back it, I highly recommend picking up the premium chips. It really makes the game. Next up, we have 3 games actually launching at once by BoardGameTables.com. Roll for the Top, Pollen and Big Top. Big Top is a fast-paced auction game where you bid on show-stopping acts to draw crowds to your circus. Pollen is a game where you're trying to create the best garden, and it is an abstract tile-laying game. Roll to the Top is a roll and write game about traveling to different landmarks. Players try to be the first to fulfill enough boxes to make it to the top of the landmark. Life of Amazonia. Build your very own thriving jungle by discovering various wild animals, insects, and plants. This is a strategic meeple placement game that combines bag building and pattern building for 1 to 4 players. Mosaic War Disasters, coming to Kickstarter October 13th. Now, if you're a fan of Lucky Duck games, then you gotta check out this next game because it's a new expansion for Destinies Witchwood, coming to GameFound October 18th. This expansion will add new scenarios for players to explore. The world is filled of folklore-inspired characters with monsters and adventures. Players will develop their character skills, gather items, complete quests, and uncover thousands of rich narrative words. Super Snipers coming October 18th. This is a 1 to 2 player head-to-head sniper dueling game. Players assume the role of a genetic enhanced and cyber enhanced soldier, each racing to locate the killer of other super snipers. Warcrow Adventures, coming to October 18th, an app-driven fantasy co-op dungeon crawl game for 1 to 4 players. Through the game, you will interact with other characters, learn their stories, talk to NPCs, explore different scenarios, fight a range of different enemies, and thrive in the developing storyline. Another great looking dungeon crawl game. If you're looking for a new one to play, definitely check this one out. Now, one of the biggest games coming to crowdfunding this month that I believe may not actually be coming to Kickstarter or GameFound, but actually back a kit, and that is Spirit Island Nature Incarnated, coming October 18th. New spirits, new aspects, new threats, and new powers to defend your island. Super excited for that one, can't wait to learn more about it, but if you're a fan of Spirit Island, you don't want to miss that campaign. There are some more games coming in October that I don't know the dates for, and those are Oathsworn Into the Deep Wood. This is going to be a reprint with a new expansion, and this is everyone's new favorite RPG-like boss battling game with a huge storybook. Core Quest Keep On Questing, a family-friendly dungeon crawl game. This will also be a reprint with the new expansion. Eye of Zamrock Invasion, an epic competitive game of strategy, adventures, and resource management, with a large world map, massive card decks, miniatures, modified dice rolling, and fully lore-driven. Now, we also have another great game that's coming to Kickstarter, again, not too sure the date for, but that is Hidden Leaders Forgotten Legends. This expansion will add 3 modules, including 1 new faction, 21 new heroes, 4 new leaders, 6 fate cards, 6 artifact cards, 1 additional meeple, and 36 custom-shaped tokens. But that is not all the games that I know about. There's actually one more project that I want to talk about that's not really board game related, but it is game related. And that is the new Wyrmwood computer desk that is a sit and stand desk. This one actually looks super cool, and if you know Wyrmwood, they make incredible high quality products. This isn't exactly board game related, but it is gamer related because this desk is being designed for gamers and streamers. So if you're into that, make sure to check out this campaign. And I wanted to mention it because Wyrmwood does make board game related products. I believe it is coming to Kickstarter sometime in October, so check it out if you're looking for a new computer desk. Let me know what games you guys are looking forward to, and I'll be doing a part 2 covering more games coming out this month, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And make sure to check out this video right here to learn about all the games no one is talking about that are going to be at Essen Spiel. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.